The immortal John Hancock here, and today I'm excited to talk about an obscure arcade release that just came out on the Switch, Sky Skipper. Really weird follow-up to, of all things, Donkey Kong. What? That's right, strange game, like to showcase it. Also talk about the only home port of it before the Switch, the Atari 2600. Showcase that, a little bit of gameplay. Let's check them out. Alright, the game as follows. Maneuver your biplane, save the king and animals captured by the gorilla. After knocking the gorilla unconscious with a bomb, the king and animals will jump and you can rescue them. And there's 4 levels. And you have to be careful not to knock the gorilla over the animals. And you have a fuel meter. And you have to pretty much save the animals to more points by having a matching set of animals that you save. And the animals have suits. If you have the matching suits, you get a higher score. And that's typically how it is. And so you just collecting animals, you'll get points, but you'll get more points if they're all the same. And so, and the king and the royal family do not have suits. So yep, there we go. There's high score, caravan mode, and the menu screen. It's a little bit cumbersome, I have to say, to maneuver through the high score mode, caravan mode, and menu screen, but I thought it was alright. So, yep. And this is kind of what you see when you boot it up. Credits are by the left shoulder button. And the right shoulder button is start. So here we go. Alright, so it's important to know this is my first time playing this. And yeah, it's interesting. It plays a lot different than the Atari one. I grew up with the Atari one. This is a lot more to this. And so, yep. So the first things first. You got a bomb. Alright, so once you gather characters, you land, and then you can fuel up, and then the auto takeoff. Doing pretty good here. It's not letting me land though. Okay, I don't know if you can only fill up once. Let's see here. Almost got me here. Let's see if I can go high up here. Okay, bombed it. Let's see. Alright. Feels pretty good. Hearts, hearts. Bombs away. I don't know why I really like this game. It's fun. I like to maneuver it. It's pretty cool. So I finished it. All right, I finished the level. And I didn't get a total bonus score because they all weren't the same suit, but I still completed it. So yep. So here's the second level. Ooh, this looks a lot tougher. So let's see here. Okay. Much tougher here. So there's only one fuel, so bombs away, alright. See if I can get down here. Oh man, totally wrecked it there. That's tough. That's really tough. Oh man. Alright. So see that gorilla is right above that animal. So now I got to do it. So now the animal flies up because it's not in the way. The gorilla's not in the way. All right. See here. Oh. See, that gorilla's in the way. My fuel's okay. I still have a fuel, so I kept my fuel for this level. So if I was to do this level correctly, I would wait to get the same suit at the very end. I think that's how you get your bonus here. So pretty tough here. Okay, my fuel's still good. Oh, totally made it. Totally made it. Yes! Yes! Ah, it's got some strong language for an arcade game. So here it is. This is a physical copy of Sky Skipper for the Atari 2600. And you know, Parker Brothers made some great arcade classics on the console, but this one was just average. I enjoyed it. I appreciated it for being bizarre, but the consensus is it's just not a great game. Here's the cover of it. The box came in 2 parts. Here's the back with a more simplified story. You know, the 2600 wasn't able to handle the arcade port, so they simplified it, and essentially you're just playing bombing the gorillas, collecting animals, a very streamed down version of the arcade game, and there was a lot of liberties taken. And here's the cartridge. And this is the insert, and this would stick in here, and the cartridge would go in like this. And that's how the game would be inside. And this is the manual. And Sky Skipper on the 2600 is, again, a very simplified version. The levels are more vertical than horizontal. That's the big difference between the 2600 and the arcade. The graphics are scaled way down. This is Sky Skipper for the 2600. Use your imagination. And just bomb the gorilla there, and you gotta save the animals here. And then you have to collect the animals while the gorilla is knocked down, just like the arcade that I showed. But I wanted to show this to see that there was a lot of sacrifices back in the day when you usually got an arcade conversion to the home console. The home consoles didn't have the graphics to do arcade games correctly. Now, sometimes they got the gameplay. This is a version, I mean, this is definitely a different version of Sky Skipper, but it has the general idea. It is definitely, you know, using your imagination. The graphics are definitely toned down. Let's see if I can make it here. Alright, did it. So what happens is that the game progressively gets tougher, and it goes on. This is another level, and so you do this level, and then after this level, what happens is that they'll have clouds that will appear, making it you have to navigate around the clouds. Now, there's no refueling fuel in this version, so you have to do it all in one tank. So there is a lot of strategy on how to get the animals. I enjoyed this game. Again, it's far from a great game. It's not. It's just all right. Most people would say it's an okay game. If not, it's just a little bizarre. So down here, get the animals. I just wanted to show kind of what the graphics differences between the arcade and the 2600 version. Quite a bit, if you ask me. But you know, as a kid, which I played this back in the day, one of the more bizarre games. Made it. Yes. All right, third stage. Having a pretty good game. I don't know what my high score is, but it gets pretty tough. So your plane starts to move faster, and I'm going to show you the clouds up here. It's funny, a lot of the 2600, you know, different level meant a different colored background. That's pretty much what you're dealing with here. So here's the clouds. You have to navigate them. And go up to the second gorilla here. and don't touch it, like I did there. So I got to fly all the way back up now. And don't touch the gorilla. There's no way you can typically do one set of animals per bombing run, so then I'm going to try to go down here and see if I can get it. This is going to be tough. Did it. Alright, having a great run. So there you have it. The days of having inferior arcade ports are long gone. I was excited to play in this back in the day, but the arcade one is the one to play. It's much better. $8. Hamster Corporation is releasing a lot of classic Nintendo games on the Switch. Some of them are awesome. I have Mario Brothers. I haven't picked up Donkey Kong yet, but that's my next one I plan on getting. Thank you, people, for continuing to tune in to my humble channel as I march towards 70,000 subs. It is most appreciated. Continue to tune in. Share this channel with others. Hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much. You folks take care.